The overall theme of the event is getting ahead of disasters. What do we need to do to be able to equip Africa to be able to anticipate disasters, act before the disasters, with the aim of mitigating the losses and impact of data. For day one, we looked at global policy and how that connects with getting ahead of disasters. So we had representatives from G20, which was being led by South Africa this year, being able to give us an overview of the G20 priorities, especially when it comes to the DRR working group. We also had representatives from V20 as well, give us the international or global perspective as well.
So we have in this event all the regional bodies that are in charge of really moving forward the policies and the practices to make sure that forecasts advance, risk analysis advance, but with a big focus on how do we translate early warnings into early action. So we have these regional bodies, but in addition to that, we have member states of the African Union that are coming here with a little bit of an idea of like doing a stock take of where they are, but also looking at like what are the gaps that they have in their systems and how they can work together to be able to move forward like beyond the agenda of early warning and early action.
I've learned a lot in terms of, especially with the Early Warning for All initiative roadmap that we've launched in South Africa, that it will help us to implement some of the principles that we have developed, and also the partnerships that we've gained here will also enhance the content, also the practical implementation of the Early Warning for All initiative roadmap.
So the exciting thing about this workshop for me is the very nature in which the participants have been curated. It's a very careful assembly of people who are leading in the topic, different institutions that are at the very forefront on early warning, early action systems, risk financing, disaster risk management, and the representation also from the countries and the representation from the regions of the continent in Africa is very well noticed.
Different regions of the continent have different blocks of weather applications and forecasting systems, and it was wonderful to see and share experiences of their trigger warnings and how events of disasters are managed from early on, from early warning perspective to early action.
For me, the key highlights are actually threefold. The first one is on the people-centered systems, how all the actions that are happening should be centered on the people themselves, the vulnerable people, the member states, and actually the groups that actually matters. One word to summarize the event is that it's been very impactful.
Coordination.
Fantastic.
Superb.
Refreshing. Exciting.